This way forever. I'm Byron the Jackson.
What's going on, guys? Vesikk here, bringing you round 14 of the F1 2016 Career Mode. We're sort of heading to the end of the Career Mode now, which Season 2 will be fairly shortly. As soon as this season's done, I'll start Season 2. But anyway, we are third in the drivers' standings. We're just behind Daniel Ricciardo by 10 points and 28 points behind Lewis Hamilton. So, as you can see, finally I am doing a practice mode or practice run. So I decided to do a quick practice. It wasn't raining, so I needed to understand this track, especially how our car is now the third fastest car. So Ferrari have overtaken us in terms of performance. So Mercedes are top in performance, then Ferrari, then us. So we have done an upgrade after this race. So we did an engine upgrade, which does put us, I think, first in terms of the power. So just before, that was our first flying lap. Wasn't exactly great. Coming into the pits now, oh sorry, not first flying lap, we're still in practice. So that was our practice finished. So I'm going to come into the pits. I didn't exactly want to do much of a running, so I decided to retire from the session and advance to qualifying, but we end up 22nd in practice, which isn't exactly great, but I wasn't going for the pace. I was just doing a few things to get the credits for the engine, and yeah, it puts us 22nd. But now we're going into the qualifying, which is where I need to find the positions, I need to find the time in the corners, and definitely on the straight. Our car is not exactly set up for the straight. You'll see here, I'm not going into great detail for the setup. I'm just choosing a preset and just modifying a few things. So we do change to a 2-2 wing, I believe it was, simply because I did a 4-4 in practice. It felt great, but it wasn't fast enough in a straight line. So I'm just going to quickly grab this little tablet back, going to change it to a, or maybe it was a 3-3. No, I went 2-2. Yeah, that's correct. I went a 2-2, and here we are for our first flying lap. We're going to set a 1:27.2, so not the fastest. Ricciardo's got a 1:24, so we're well off the pace. But for our first flying lap, that's all right. Definitely we can improve on that. So we're going to come back and improve on that with a 1 minute. Oh, sorry, we're going to start our flying lap now. This is our second last flying lap. So this pretty much, we went into the pits. We came back out. And this lap here was probably one of my best so far. Now, I have done a lot better. I've done incredibly fast for the time trial on this circuit, and that was pretty much sweat mode. I was non-stop, just going at it, attacking the corners, late on the brakes, getting the apex perfect, because that's what this lap is. If you want a good lap, you need to get on the brakes at the correct time. You need to apply the correct brake force, and you need to hit your apex. As soon as you miss the apex, you're just losing 2/10, or not even 2/10. You're just losing a 10th here, a 10th there, and if you go out wide, the back slides out just like that. So you're losing a lot of time if you don't hit the apexes. Right up here is not exactly my best, but on this lap I did pretty good. The back did want to slide out a little bit, but it was fine. We are still almost 1 second up. There we go. We're hitting 1 second faster. We're in the 125s, by the way. Rosberg set a 124.3, so can we get that? The exit of this I'm not that good of, but we are going much faster. We're a 124.7, puts us 5th so far. And here we have a little issue. We're already 5/10ths down, so wasn't much I could do, and then I just did not brake enough and did not go down to the 4th gear fast enough. So that's our qualifying finished. We are going to finish 6th, unfortunately. Wasn't exactly what we're looking for. However, as the last race, the top 9 were in a 1:24, so it was a close qualifying in terms of times. As you can see, the top 8 are a 1:24, and the 6th to 8th are pretty close. Even 5th to 8th is extremely close. Here we are for the race now for the Italian Grand Prix, round 14 of the 2016 career mode. Still in the Red Bull, still have our contract. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to be after the next race. We didn't do that well last race for Red Bull to say you're doing great. They are. I did have my manager come up to me saying I need to improve my performance. So hopefully we do very well in this race and we get that improved performance. But I am hoping for a podium this race. It's not going to be our strongest track, especially against Ferrari and Mercedes, who are ahead of us in terms of performance and speed. So we need to hit the corners perfectly, because the AI cars do have a lot of trouble in the corners on any circuit pretty much, and in a circuit like this they do brake very early. So here we are on the grid, just doing our usual race strategy. I decided for this track, because we are going to be trying to keep up with the front guys, we need to have more fuel. So I put an extra 2 kilos of fuel in, or 2 liters of fuel, whatever. Finishing our formation lap now. So basically this race I need to run the high revs quite a bit to catch up to any one of these front runners here. However, we did split the Williams and the Ferraris, but here we are with the lights. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, lights out, and away we go. We got Valtteri Bottas still in 5th. We are sort of catching him, but now we have Kimi Räikkönen looking to have a dive on us, and we have someone behind us, Felipe Massa. We're going to dive on Vettel, we're going to dive on Hamilton, and we don't exactly get it. We're going wheel to wheel with Vettel. Vettel does push us off. Look at this, he is pushing us off, but we sort of stayed on the grass a bit ourselves. We have Bottas trying to go around us, and here we are going to dive bomb on Bottas. Can we get it on Vettel as well? We're a bit too far away to do it on Vettel, but we do get the job done on Bottas. Now, still on lap 1, we are catching up to the front runners here. However, you'll see right now we have yellow flags, and so I was curious, no one's out of the race, but a good thing about Codemasters are they add the safety car if it's yellow flag. So something dangerous did happen. A car is stopped on the track, as you can see, but it's now moving. We were given the team did give us the option to change our pit strategy. We chose to do it after last race, where it didn't exactly go too well. We should have done the pit strategy change. However, only myself and Rosberg come into the pits, so we're the only 2 cars to actually change our pit strategy. I'm on the softs, and Rosberg has chosen the super softs. So I'm going to be one of the cars that run the furthest before my second stop, which will be on super softs. And right here, you're going to watch Rosberg just overtake Massa. Like, honestly, Codemasters, why can Rosberg just overtake Massa like that? But here we are on the final lap of the safety car. It's finally coming into the pits. We are just waiting for the green flag to show, and we are going to go back to racing. Here we are sticking it with Massa, and we lost the rear. Look at this, lost the rear. Helped us a lot though. We did overtake Massa, and here we have Rosberg, and 2 cars actually decided to pit right now, so it was very strange how the cars decided to go into the pits. Massa did choose the pits as well. I'm going to dive on Rosberg and on the Manor. Can we get on Ericsson? We're a bit too far back, and he already had the corner done, so we got past Rosberg and Verline in the first corner. We are on lap 5, so coming on to the end of lap 5, a lot of cars are going to get into the pits on this lap. Not sure why they didn't choose to do it through the safety car period, but yeah, it's very interesting. Now we have Grosjean in the Haas. We are going to do a Ricciardo on him and brake very late into that corner. We get the job done, and we have his teammate Gutierrez up ahead on lap 6. Here we are coming on to the end of lap 6. Look at this, Gutierrez locking his brakes. We are on the rear of Gutierrez, and up ahead we have a car trying to get into pits, and we have 2 cars, and there goes Sergio Perez into the wall. We have yellow flags once again. Sergio Perez is out of the race. However, we're going to just quickly look at this. Look at this. Sergio Perez tried to get back onto the track, and Carlos Sainz, you're going to have a look here. Carlos Sainz is trying to get into the pits, so they were on the wrong side of each other, and it did cause a huge mess with Carlos Sainz staying in the race and Sergio Perez out of the race, but we do not have a safety car. Very interesting. Here we have Jenson Button in P2, so we're up into the podium for now. A few cars have gone into the pits, so we are going to have to pit again, which doesn't give us the podium that we want so far. It may, hopefully with a good pit stop, give us the podium, but we do a great job of overtaking Button and having a little bit of a tail whip experience on the exit of there. And coming into our final pit stop now, we have Jenson Button behind us, and we have a few cars in front of us. So can we get a good pit stop compared to last time? We need a fast one, and Red Bull do deliver with a 1.8 second pit stop. Excellent pit stop. We get past Button and we get past Gutierrez, and we're up into 5th so far, but that's going to change to 6th now, 8th. And can we get it done? We do have Magnussen on the track still. Here he comes. Magnussen decides to back out. We are diving onto the brakes as late as possible, and we stick it with 8th. And Hulkenberg and Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen, I believe, are having a look. Have a look at this. Hulkenberg pushing the Ferrari off the track almost. That is unbelievable for the AI. They just want to push. And so it's Hulkenberg and Raikkonen. We do lock up on the brakes, but still having to go at each other. And on lap 10, we're going to dive bomb on both of them and slide into the corner. I should have been penalised for that. I did cut the corner, but the game didn't want to penalise me. On lap 12 now, we set the fastest lap. We get past Alonso, who was a sitting duck. Now Bottas is there. When we dive late on Bottas, we get the job done. We hit the apex perfectly, and there we have it. We do have enough fuel, enough tyre life, but on lap 13 now, the final lap, we are running out of fuel. Look at the fuel light. It is flashing. Alonso diving down the inside. There was no room for him. I'm not sure where he tried, but we are out of fuel. I'm watching the fuel. Look at this. We are 0.06 positive on the fuel. So we're going to come around the corner. We're not going to overtake Bottas, unfortunately. This does mean we are P5. Not exactly the race we're looking for. Daniel Ricciardo wins the race, and we do run out of fuel as we cross the line. So we did get the fuel strategy a bit wrong. Next time we do have that track or circuit like that, we are going to run even more fuel. That way I can run rich mix longer. But that was the Italian Grand Prix. Hopefully this was enjoyable. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. And so there we have it. Daniel Ricciardo wins the race, and I believe that was a Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, maybe. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton second, and Sebastian Vettel third. So after the little celebration, we're going to find out how that affects us in terms of constructors and drivers championship. So I'm curious if Rosberg got a penalty at all for what he did on Massa. He didn't give the position back. That was interesting. So hopefully he got a penalty. We're going to find out. Nico Rosberg is not even in the top. He's 10th. So Rosberg had an interesting race somewhere. And here we have driver standings. Lewis Hamilton has the lead by 11 points, worth 36 points won, and there we have it. We have overtaken Mercedes in Constructors' Championship by 4 points. So guys, I hopefully you've enjoyed this race. If you haven't, then let me know what was wrong. If you have, please like and subscribe, as I've said before, and I'll see you guys next time.